Hello everyone, and welcome to another DLC presentation. Today we're going to be showcasing Unglob the Spider. For those that don't know, it's one of the many children of Shelob. So let's start by talking about her abilities. Her first ability is Stick. What it does is it fires a ranged attack just like that in Legolas that pulls any enemies inside its reach to you. It does a decent bit of damage and yanks them. This is great for setting up ganks. It also blinds them for 1 second, which is an added benefit when you're facing enemy strikers, or anybody that's warrior. Pretty much anyone that you be wanting to yank in, they'll have some benefit for. Her next ability is the Drain, which is that wonderful, beautiful green ooze you see on the ground. This is my favorite ability she has because it's a up to 50% slow and a small amount of ability damage per second. It's 30 ability damage, which might not sound like much, but it gets up there and clears waves pretty efficiently. Her third ability is Hunt. It's her escape move. It's basically Gollum's move, except it has a split second of invulnerability at the start, which can negate a lot of heroes' ultimates, particularly Felgrim, Legolas, Haldir. All of them, if you pop it at the right moment, will render you completely invincible to their ultimate. It's great for taking out a lot of heroes one-on-one because you just hold that Hunt for the right moment. If you miss that timing, well, you still get a movement speed buff and you're immune to controlling effects for 4 seconds. Now, where it differs from Gollum's ability is it does not cool down quicker as she takes damage. Her ultimate is basically Snaga's basic lifesteal attack, but with a 0.8 second stun. Now it does do quite a bit of damage at 120 damage for an ability. It's less than your basic attack, but it does have a 1 second stun. Overall, I'm disappointed that it's an ultimate ability rather than a normal ability, because I feel it would have much better utility as a normal ability, considering Barrow White Lord and Snaga both have it as a basic ability, with more damage, just without the stun. Now, her passive is her game changer. She has a basic 6% critical hit chance. That's fine by itself. But all of her ability damage abilities have the opportunity to crit, just like that green ooze. It's a beautiful blue color. With this, it restricts her builds to really only one setup, and that's the Goblin Gate Red Book build. With this build, you're going to do a ton of bonus damage, and you're also going to be critting a lot. Over 50% of the time you'll be critting when it maxes out. You'll also be doing so much damage on your abilities, it'll be a 2.5 times damage increase for all of your abilities. No other build can match that I know of. Even enchanters with their high ability builds, they're not going to get as much of an impact as you getting 2.5 times on all your damage. So this not only gives her double duty, it allows her to be good in melee range when she's attacking, and do massive damage with her abilities and clear waves amazingly. The biggest downfall is she is squishy as hell. Then again, she's a spider, but usually spiders that big are a little bit tougher, I would assume anyways. So, let's talk about her strengths and weaknesses a little more. As a solo striker, she's decent. She's melee, she has a chase, she has an escape. She also has a good initiate move by yanking. Overall, she's not a bad melee hero. Now, there are a lot better things you can do with her, other heroes, rather, that give them better carry abilities. So, even though you do have quite a bit of skill against, say, a Haldir with your yank, a ranged enemy carry will still probably out DPS you and probably still take you out, especially if they have some strong CC and you don't pop your escape. The downside is your escape you need to use offensively if you're going to be using it to get kills because of the anti-CC part of it. It's very easy to take a lot of damage with her without realizing it, so you want to be careful. She has very little sustain until she gets her ultimate, and even then, her ultimate does not do very much damage unless you crit with it. Now, if you crit with it, you're going to heal close to 300 points. That's alright for an ultimate. It's a single nuke, but it's affected by ability penetration, or ability resistance, so you're looking at diminishing returns. Overall, she is a great laning partner. Because of her grab, she can yank a hero into it awaiting ambush. One lane, she's great because she has a good push ability, which slows, and is able to pick and pull enemy heroes to yank into your group. Her carry potential herself, because of her squishiness and lack of sustain, is limited. So someone like Bilbo running a lifesteal belt or Snaga, they're pretty much equal or better with their carry potential as a melee striker. You just gotta be careful. Yeah, but if you play very hit and run, she's a great hero for you. Gollum is probably a better hero for the same role, just because he has the lunge abilities. The biggest problem with her is her lack of surprise. Unless you're in a bush and you do your yank move, everyone's going to see most of your abilities coming a mile away, and if your enemy team's coordinated, they will take you down pretty easily. But that's the point of being a striker. Easy to kill, but deals quite a bit of damage. The other things I don't like about her is there's not a lot of build versatility. You can build her high damage, but if you do that, you're skimming out your abilities, and your abilities won't be very useful at all. So, take it as you will. Currently, I've noticed a few minor bugs. I've noticed that her ultimate sometimes will stun without doing damage. I've noticed that her yank move sometimes does not actually yank anything, but it'll still do damage, so I know it hit. So they're just minor production bugs. I'm sure they'll get worked out, or they're intentional, one of the two. Overall, she is a great all-around hero. Easily tier 2, tier 3. She doesn't hold to the own of Legolas or any other major OP carry right now. So like a Luke Bull will probably wreck her. Anyone with high resistances and high health is also a big challenge for her, because she doesn't have anything to really keep an enemy there for burst. Her abilities can do a surprising amount of damage with crits, but you're reliant on those crits. You're just in general squishy, like a bug. But if you can find a good pub to run with, you can probably do well with her. Just find a group, stick with your partner, and you'll do great as this hero. While I don't think she's top tier, she's certainly a versatile force on her own and shouldn't be ignored. Contrary to someone like, say, Saruman, in my opinion. But to each their own. Now I'm going to close this video out and just let you enjoy the last few minutes of it, and maybe throw a quip in or two, but I hope you enjoyed this, and overall I would recommend this hero as a buy, at least for the fun and uniqueness. She's definitely a unique looking hero, even though a lot of her abilities are straight copy and paste from other heroes. And if you don't believe me, X is mutton, but multi-target, squares bonfire, circles Gollum's escape, and triangles Snaga's bite. So there you go. Her passive is what really makes her a game changer. Alright. Well, have a good night, everyone.